Hi, I'm a tutor here at mathsandenglish.net, and today I will be talking to you about how to use ratio notation and how to reduce those ratios to their simplest forms. So let's start. First, I wanted to talk to you about what is ratio notation. What do we use it for? So we use ratios in order to compare two different quantities. Ratios can comprise of two or more terms, and we write those by separating them by a column. So for example, we have the term A separated from B by this column, and we read it as A to B. That's how we compare those two quantities. Let's have a look at an example. So here in this picture, I have 3 bananas and 2 apples. If I were to write the ratio of the bananas to the apples, what I'll have to do is count how many bananas I have. So 1, 2, 3. Write my column, and then count how many apples I have as well. So 1, 2 apples. Therefore, my ratio of my bananas to my apples is 3 to 2. Easy, right? Now let's have a look. Sometimes we might have ratios which have quite large numbers, so they're quite difficult to compare between each other. In this case, we might have to simplify them. For example, let's say we have the number 481 to 962, let's say. They're quite large to compare, right? So in this case, what we have to do is simplify this ratio. And after we simplify it, we'll realize that we will get the ratio 1 to 2. Now, this ratio is much easier to compare. The numbers are much easier to compare to each other. Let's have a look at how we can simplify numbers by looking at 2 worked examples. In the first one, we have the ratio 6 to 36. What we have to do is first, look at the numbers and find their highest common factor. If you can't remember how to find the highest common factor, go back to our video which explains this and come back to this. Cool. After finding the highest common factor, or the largest number that both these numbers can be divided by, we divide by that number. So if we look at 6 and 36, both of them can be divided by 6. So we do that. So we divide 6 by 6, and we'll also write it here. And we'll divide 36 by 6. So we'll also do that here. 6 divided by 6 will give us 1. 36 divided by 6 will give us 6. So we realize that this 6 to 36 is the same as writing 1 to 6. Cool. We have another example here, and as you can see, we have a ratio which has 3 terms. What we have to do is find the highest common factor of all 3 terms. If we do that, we'll realize that the highest common factor will be 6, so we'll divide all 3 of them by 6. So 12 divided by 6 will give us 2. 18 divided by 6 will give us 3. And 24 divided by 6 will give us 4. Pretty easy, right? Now that we've had a go at how to simplify ratios, how about you pause this video and also have a go at this question. After you've completed all the questions here, which ask you to simplify the following ratios, unpause the video and I will reveal the correct answers to you. Also, make sure to write down in the comments section how well you did in this question. Now that you've had a go at the question, let us know how well you did. I've attached here all the answers. In our next lesson, we will be covering how to divide a given quantity into 2 parts in a given part-to-part or part-to-whole ratio. Don't forget, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, and I will see you in the next lesson.